So the Pi network. Oh, I've never been a big fan of cryptocurrency, to be honest, but the world is changing, a lot of things are changing, and I still don't invest a lot of money in cryptocurrency because I'm a conservative investor. I'm someone who believes in building wealth over time with patience, and I'm someone who also believes in using the tested methods of building wealth. But we also have to be realistic and know that, the cryptocurrency is changing the world. And if you just sit there and wait, it's the same way the internet changed the world some time back, and some people just sat. It's the same way a lot of things have happened before, and some people just let it happen because they are skeptical. I have been skeptical about cryptocurrency, to be honest. It's not that I hate cryptocurrency, it's just because I believe that it's such an aggressive investment, such that you have to have disposable income, or what I call the disposable money that you can afford to lose for you to invest in that. So I always say, okay, as a young person, yes, it's good to take risks. Yes, it's good to understand that the world is changing, and things like cryptocurrencies are going to be the next big thing. But you also have to have a very well diversified portfolio, and that you have managed to keep everything under check in terms of the riskiness of investing in crypto. So I don't have an issue with cryptocurrency generally. The issue I would say I have is that it's such a risky investment, and as a young person you need to have your portfolio diversified such that if anything happened to the cryptocurrency world, you are in a position to continue with your other investment strategies. Crypto should not be your only investment strategy. That's how I think about it. That's just how I believe it. That's how I see it. As somebody who is so interested in investments, I believe that you should have very safe portfolio. So let's be honest, the cryptocurrency world is changing. There are so many coins out there, so many cryptos out there that are coming up. They all have their advantages, their disadvantages and stuff like that. We don't know which one is going to be the next big thing, just like Bitcoin. I'm sure people who are mining Bitcoin way back didn't even know that the value of Bitcoin would hit $60,000, for example. So you have to think of it in the sense that you have some money that is well invested in normal tested stocks and shares and bonds and real estate and stuff like that. And then you have money that is invested in that risky, extremely aggressive investments like crypto. Let's talk about the Pi network. This Pi coin, Pi cryptocurrency, is something that most people are talking about now, like the next big thing. But what is the Pi cryptocurrency? What's the Pi coin? What does it do? Is it like Bitcoin? Let's answer a few questions about Pi and see what's possible. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Here we talk everything money matters, entrepreneurship, personal finance, financial freedom, investing, stocks, forex, everything about money. So stay for the money, guys. So like we say at Ken's Money Matters, we talk about the money mindset, how to make that money, how to enjoy that money, how to manage that money, how to invest that money, and how to assure yourself of a lifetime of income. That's what you're working for. So let's talk about this Pi coin that everyone is talking about. So Pi coin is basically a different kind of cryptocurrency. It's just another cryptocurrency, just like Bitcoin or the others, but it's different in the sense that they are trying to make mining of cryptocurrency accessible to everyone. It's not like Bitcoin, for example, which is just mined by a certain group of people with very crazy computer software or hardware or mathematical cryptos that can help them in building those blockchains or building the complex codes behind Bitcoin. So of course we know that crypto comes from cryptography. It involves lots of complex calculations for you to come up with a particular currency or cryptocurrency in that sense. But now Picoin is whereby they're trying to bring it to the people. Basically you become the people who are mining this. Of course there are still a lot of things on the back end that involves, the source code has not been revealed, and there are so many things happening on the back end. But the idea is that everyone is in a position to mine this cryptocurrency, and from that sense we build a community of miners, and later when it gets listed in the third phase, because Pi is being produced in 3 different phases and currently it's in phase 2. So if it gets in the third phase where it becomes publicly listed, those who have been mining are able to exchange their money or use their money to buy goods and services or peer-to-peer lending and stuff like that. Pi was basically formed by some graduates of Stanford University It's in this second phase as we speak, and the third phase is whereby it will be publicly listed. So currently, Pi coin is not available for public trading. That's one thing most people are always asking, is it available? No, people are still mining Pi, but we are mining it on the back end. You mine Pi on the back end. And by the way, if you want to mine Pi, you can use my code below, because each and every person has to form what we call a circle. So if you join the Pi community, you have to be invited by someone. That is just in a way of ensuring that everyone who joins that circle who is mining Pi is a legal person, basically. It's someone who exists and not a robot or anything. It's basically to create like a security system or security circle. So the Pi coin is basically a cryptocurrency that you can mine on your phone. So you basically just download the Pi application and start the process of mining. The process of mining is pretty simple, as long as you have been invited by someone who knows you, and they will give you a code that you will use to join. So when you download the app, through the link that someone sends you, you will use that code from that particular person to enter the Pi network and start mining. And then you are also in a position to invite more people to the Pi network and start the mining process. So someone would ask, how is it valuable? At the moment, like I said, it is not being traded publicly. People are still in the process of mining. The project is still being developed. And like I said, they have this idea of bringing cryptocurrency to the people. It's like a bottom-up approach to this currency management world, because they feel like the other cryptocurrencies are out of reach for normal people. So they want to make this very available and accessible to most people. So how will they ensure that Pi is valuable? So if everyone is mining, then it means it becomes useless. If everyone has something, then it means that the supply and demand ratio doesn't match and something becomes useless. But how will they ensure that it becomes valuable at some point? Number one, they will ensure that at some level, when they have enough users, at some point they said 10 million users, but now we are at 14 million plus. So it means they are now targeting maybe 100 million users. At some point, they're going to stop the mining process. And those who will have mined Pi will now be able to hold the ones they have. And at that time, they are able now to sell to those who may demand. Now, that's how you create supply and demand. And number two, they do what we call halving. So basically, it's the process whereby after every amount of coins have been mined, they reduce the value by half. So the rewards you get for mining more does not match the one you used to get before. So if you halve it, for example, if you mine Bitcoin or Picoin in this sense, and you are supposed to get 2 coins for every mine, it's halved such that the next time you're mining, you can only get 1 coin for every mining that you do. I hope that's clear. So halving is basically reducing the value so that we can create scarcity. And in that sense, if you create scarcity, then you create the demand for it. And that's how you retain the value of something. That's what was done to Bitcoin and still being done, I think, up to now. And that's what Pi coin is going to do, and it is doing currently. So in the Pi cryptocurrency network, in the Pi network, you form what you call the security circles. These security circles are basically your own people that you know. This security circle is basically ensuring that we bring in people that understand the cryptocurrency. You bring in people that will not try to mess up the cryptocurrency. You bring in people who are real human beings. You bring in people that you know their character or personality. That's the sense around it. And of course, your security circle has to be people that you have invited. So you can form a security circle. And when you form a security circle within the Pi network, it also increases your chances or the value of the Pi coins that you can mine. So it makes it easy for the Pi network to be a network of people or individuals who know each other and understand each other. So like I said, Pi is still on the test net, so it's not on the main net yet. Basically, you cannot transfer Pi right now. You cannot use it to buy anything. You cannot trade Pi for other coins or for the fiat currency at the moment. It's still on the test net. So when it transfers to the main net, when we know the value, then it will be possible to do all those exchanges that we will want to do, just like with any other cryptocurrency. So that's of course likely to happen in the third phase, which is the launching phase, and which is the tradable phase, whereby the Pi coin will be able to be traded in the market. So this is something that most people keep asking, like, how do you get to trade it? Right now, you can't trade it because it's still on the test net. It's still being tested. It's a project that's ongoing right now. And they have done different things to try and raise funds for it and make it something that's legitimate, something secure, and something that is sustainable. Even the same way with Bitcoin, when they were mining from the beginning, it was on a test phase at some point, and people were able to mine it. And then it moved to a different phase whereby it became public, and you are not in a position to just go and mine Bitcoin. That's the same phase through which Picoin is going. So you must understand at the moment, you are not in a position to transfer or trade or do anything with the Picoin. It's still in the test net. So most people have been asking if Pi network or the Pi coin is basically a multi-level marketing scheme or a pyramid scheme. Of course, it looks like that because you have to invite people that you know, and the more people you have, the more chances you have of mining, or the higher your value of mining. I don't believe it's a multi-level marketing scheme because they're just trying a new idea. It's the same way that Bitcoin came, it was trying a completely new idea. It was looking like a scam. But right now, I believe that Pi Network is trying a new idea in which everyone is in a position to mine, and then they will create scarcity by halving these things and at some point stop the process of everyone being able to mine. But even if it is, the risk is literally not there because you are going to mine this coin on your mobile phone through an app, and there's no investment that you're putting up front. All you have there is your name and the people you may have invited. So even if, let's say, unfortunately, it doesn't go anywhere and it doesn't even get listed, then there's nothing you're losing. Because the mining process is simply you dial something every single day in 24 hours, and they will be crediting your account every hour within those 24 hours. And there's an amount you'll be able to get within those 24 hours. So the mining process is pretty easy. So let's say basically you have the application, like I said earlier, you've downloaded the application, you've been verified, you joined the network. You will basically be mining once every 24 hours. Now, the moment you dial mine, it will be crediting your account with a certain amount of Pi coins the whole 24 hours. Then you are in a position again to dial it the next 24 hours. So of course, there are different levels to it. You can do it as long as you want. You can't do more than once in 24 hours. Some people try to register different devices, but that's just a way of trying to beat the system. In this sense, if you are to verify it is you, you can only verify yourself once because it's linked to either your Facebook account and your phone number. So in that sense, if you are to verify, you will only verify once unless you have, completely different names, which is again risky because at some point you're going to have a very secure wallet, and that wallet will have private and public keys. Those keys have to be linked to the information you gave when you're starting to mine these coins. So again, we should not try to beat the system with regards to this thing. It's just something that's being tried out. It's something that requires some kind of honesty, and let's see where it's gonna go as a coin. And like I say, there's no risk to this actually, and that's why I'm trying it. I'm not a big fan, like of cryptocurrency, but there's no risk to trying this one. So I do believe that this should be a long-term project. This is not a short-term thing. This is not something that's gonna make you rich tomorrow or next week. This is a long-term thing, and it's a project whereby you are expecting that the value will be quite high in the next 20, 15, or even 10 years. So you have to be in a position to think long term, in a position to hold. Imagine, for example, when Bitcoin came, the first transaction someone bought pizza, I think that was worth 10,000 Bitcoin each. Right now, that's over $100 and something million of Bitcoin. So if that person did not sell the Bitcoin at that time, that person would be really rich right now. Again, when Bitcoin listed the first time, most people sold their coins for like $1, $2, even $10, for example. Now, the same Bitcoins that they sold for so low right now are really crazy right now. You just know the value of Bitcoin right now. Those are millionaires, So if you did not sell and you thought long term, you had a long term view to it, you would have reaped the benefits. It's the same thing with, Pi network or even other cryptocurrencies that are coming up. You have to think long term. It's not about gratification tomorrow. That's why I always say it depends on your investment strategy. You must have a plan. You must have other investments that you can actually rely on. Like I mentioned, you're in a position to invite other members that you know. And the more members you invite, the more people you invite to your team, the more value you have to mine more. Basically, it increases your value to mine Pi. So when you start at like 0.12p, and then with time you invite more people, you have more value of mining even more. So each time you mine, you get credited with more because you have members that you have invited into the team. That's why some people think it's a multi-level marketing scheme, but in real sense, it's just a way of trying a new thing. Like I said, for me, I think there's no risk to it. If you can do it, it's just dialing something every single day, and let's see where it takes us. It has 14 million users right now, and with the time, you never know. Social media is here driving things crazy. The world is changing with regards to these cryptocurrencies. You can jump on, and if you're not risking your money, like I always say, you cannot risk so much money because you must know that these are an extremely risky investment if you put money into it, that is. So this one, there's no risk to it. You're not putting any money. You're just going to hold your coins. You're just giving it value and becoming part of a community or part of the pioneers of this particular coin. So far, there's no date set for phase 3 when it's going to be launched, but people are hoping that it will be soon. And they're still working on so many things. They're still building so many codes, so many cryptos around it, and we will get to know about phase 3. So if you want to start mining, like I said, just follow the link below in the description. Use my code, for example, and you can start mining this crypto. It doesn't require any investment in terms of money. It only requires that investment in terms of time and even participating in the charts when you enter the app. I believe it's something worth trying out to see how it will go. So guys, I believe that gave you some information about this Pi network, and what it's trying to do is basically just a new cryptocurrency that's still being mined, but it's being mined in a different way from the others. So that could actually be a new thing that's coming up, and something that could easily blow up and give you good returns. Investments are risky, so make sure you know what you're doing, make sure you get involved into it the right way, and no money should be paid when you're entering that application. So let nobody lie to you, don't enter any scams. This is a free application, and what you do is mine. Thank you guys. See you again next time.